Everybody, Gabrielle here. I am back. How are y'all doing? I hope fantastically well. So as I mentioned before, I'd gotten some new cards and I'm still waiting on another package to arrive today. It'll be here soon. But what this is the Isis Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. Gorgeous cards. And the spread we're doing is called The Wings of Isis. There are 5 questions. It's supposed to be 1 card per question, right? But the way they came out, I was given these 3 together, but no more drops. So they came out question 2, 3, and 4. And question 5, there are 3 cards. But the first, right, came out all by itself. The question is, what is the real issue for the collective right now on a spiritual level? And the card says soul retrieval. Look at that. Deep soul healing with the goddess. It's true. We're coming out of a time of patriarchal rule. It's the ebb and flow of time. But there is periods of true harmony where the masculine and feminine are allowed to co-rule beautifully. But before we can get to that, we must first reintroduce the goddess, the mother principle, the divine feminine, as they attempted to eradicate her. The bottom of the deck, Queen of Heaven, blessings from the divine Empress of the skies. I'm telling you, so much of what we're experiencing right now on this plane of existence is the shakeup. And so it's like, in order to recognize it, you have to first recognize what has been missing by hiding in plain sight. And she's been hiding in plain sight. We're all walking around, right? There are men and women on this planet. But we've been hiding in plain sight. Brainwashed for a period to be thought of less than. And that's really not even close to the truth. Very much equals. I don't want to lose that page. Hold on. I want to find the soul retrieval card. Okay, thank you. They just showed me this book is in alphabetical order. I appreciate that. Here we are. I want you to see that. It says, Isis, healing goddess, now offers you spiritual restoration and deep soul healing through the art of soul retrieval, reclaiming pieces of you lost through trauma, old and new. Soon you will enjoy greater wellness, energy, and power as a well of the opening of gifts and soul abilities you did not know you had. That's a direct message from her. Okay? Did you know that pieces of you can be trapped in the past, in traumatic experiences and in relationships, even those long since gone, because part of your power remains with another? It's a question to yourself, right? This can happen because of permission subconsciously given for them to hold a piece of your spirit. Then the time comes for such permissions to be revoked, and the pieces of self to be reclaimed and restored to the soul. Master healer and goddess of deep soul restoration, the Lady Isis now guides you to make peace with the past and reclaim the lost pieces of your own soul. The time has come for you to take yourself entirely into your own possession, to call back your soul from trauma in this lifetime and others, to give yourself back to yourself wholly and completely. In doing so, your life will flourish, infused with greater energy into beautiful new expression. Isis calls the soul back into wholeness again. Her passion, determination, and unfailing love for her beloved Osiris restored him from a dismembered, distorted, and fractured self into a whole divine masculine being once more. The Oracle of Soul Retrieval guides you to forgive and reclaim your own power and energy in totality now. Even if it is trapped energy, is so unconscious that you do not even know that you are missing a part of yourself. Searching for any inner places that feel incomplete or draining is a way to commence the process of soul retrieval. I'm going to read that again. Searching for any inner places that feel incomplete or draining is a way to commence the process of soul retrieval. You should be hearing purge music. Just saying. Forgiveness can be a good place to begin the work more consciously. This is hard spiritual work sometimes because we can want to be right or justified in what we feel or perceive, and we don't want to be harmed again by allowing inappropriate behavior. In the action of forgiveness, you are simply reclaiming your energy and the situation, person, or experience so that it is at your disposal instead of being trapped in their energy field. What is most likely to occur is that that person, place, or situation will simply fall away from your life and be released. You will not be opening yourself up to attack. You will be wiser and stronger for your forgiveness and the ability that forgiveness gives you to reclaim your spirit. You will have more energy, and with no further effort, you will actually move on, not just in mind or body, but in spirit. This oracle also indicates that you have healing ability, that you are capable of channeling soul energy to help others forgive and reclaim their spirit too. The more you base your work in unconditional love, which is the true nature of the soul, the more powerful your work will become for yourself and for the others in service. Your healing gift is quite deep, and if you are interested in working in a healing capacity with others or wondering if this is the right calling for you, then this card serves as confirmation for you. The Oracle of Soul Retrieval also brings a special message for healers. Sometimes your deep work with others, your desires to be at service can drain you if you're not careful. If you're not carefully cleansing your energy field. If you have pulled this card with the Pyramid of Light or the Pillar of Light, then you are encouraged to do swift and thorough psychic and spiritual cleansing each evening and morning for the next several weeks until you feel more like yourself again. You will notice the thoughts and feelings of others becoming less intrusive. This is unconditionally loving. Your clients will gain more strength in learning to feed their own energy field than feeding off yours, and you will gain more strength in this process too. It can be hard work to change patterns of professional and energetic dependency, but it's worth the effort so that you do not become drained and unable to continue your path as a healer. This guidance applies equally to those that are not formal healers, but tend to attract those seeking guidance and support informally into their lives. Right, if you attract energy vampires, this is for you. So this is the meditation, right? This is the ritual. Each card comes with a ritual, okay? And an incantation, a meditation prayer. It says soul retrieval healing with the Lady Isis. Create a sacred, peaceful space where you will not be disturbed. Close your eyes and allow for relaxation and focus your awareness within your heart. Imagine that you can travel within, going deeper and deeper into your heart until you notice that within your heart there is a vast open space, and within the space of a golden grid of light. Say, I call upon the master healers that love me unconditionally, including Isis that loves me unconditionally, to help me restore my soul now, to call back my power and experience greater wholeness. So be it. Become aware of a magnificent golden-winged goddess shining love and peace upon you within your own heart now. Allow her to guide you deep within her golden grid of light. You notice that the grid is vibrant, alive, filled with love. Occasionally you notice that a line in the grid is torn or broken or distorted or out of alignment. With the rest of the grid, some lines of the grid seem to be pulled out completely, leaking golden energy rather than feeding it back and circulating the light through the grid system. Golden-winged Isis is with you now, and she sings with a beautiful voice of sound and light, sending tones of healing into the grid, causing the tears to heal, and pieces missing to be restored, and the threads out of alignment to become back into perfect harmony, reattaching the grid of golden light until it is perfect, alive, thriving, throbbing with life force and love. It feels whole, strong, and right for the grid to be this way. Stay in your heart with thanks for this healing, feeling peace and love within you as you say, I now forgive any and all unfinished business which would prevent me from being in perfect soul alignment and experiencing great joy, love, and power within. Through my own free will, with the healing grace of the Lady Isis, so be it. When you are ready, just open your eyes. The incantation of the goddess of deep soul healing. This prayer can be said as an incantation at any time you feel need healing, help, in forgiving and calling your soul back to itself, or when you sense that something within is holding you back from greater happiness, but you're not sure what it is. It can be added to the beginning of the ritual above or said on its own as a prayer of healing and soul retrieval. Isis, with love unconditional and strong, help me rise above right and wrong, to forgive, release, and make myself whole, to retrieve lost pieces of my soul. Restore the inner light grid of gold, free me from trauma new and old. Isis, with love unconditional and strong, help me be whole now and finally move on. That's powerful, ain't it? It really is. This is for all of us, right? All of us could learn a great lesson from this. Think about all the tarot readers we watch, all the people we're thinking about. Those are all fragments of our energy. You know, it's like the more you grow in your spiritual path, you really should be pulling back all of it. You should be relying more and more on your internal compass, the divine guidance you're being given, and not that of others. Not letting people tap in and pull, and you know what I mean? The pyramid of light does work. The grid of light, it does work. Do that every day. Meditate every day. Twice a day, if you like, please find the time. It's so important to center and recalibrate ourselves. The flower of life. When I think of the flower of life, I think of both sacred geometry, but I also think of a yoni. I think of a woman's powerhouse. It says divine creativity and manifestation. All of that pure, potent energy that flows through your yoni. Both men and women have this sacred space. It's a spiritual space. I'm not talking about the physical space, but for some I am talking about the physical space. You've shared yourself with so many, and I'm not judging. But each partner, as you shifted, you didn't call back your soul. You never said, I now release. Give me back what is mine. We are free of each other. You didn't let go. You didn't call back what was yours. It's time. It truly is time. But I'm going to peek and see what the book says. Yeah. You are entering a fertile period of your life. Focus on the innate creativity and how potent this is becoming, and watch it grow rapidly. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest instead of allowing them to do so. Don't resist change, instead flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. Your soul is hungering for creativity and manifestation of the beauty in your inner world, to witness it and live in your physical world too. Much of your spiritual energy is directed into creative process, and your creative powers are growing fast now. As you are gaining more potency in your creative flow, it is important that you use this growing ability wisely. Become aware of how easy and quick your thoughts and feelings are manifesting into conversations, situations, responses from the universe. Notice how quickly your prayers are confirmed through signs, dreams, intuitions, and opportunities opening up for you. You are becoming more and more swiftly that which you choose to think, feel, speak, and believe. This oracle suggests that the time is right for you to choose to align yourself with love. Now remember, the question for card 2 is, how can the collective best heal this energy of soul retrieval in your day-to-day life, right? As you call back your soul, right? Let's think about these things and go in together. As you call it back, as you regain your personal power, you look at all those things in which you look to others to fulfill you. And now that you have that back, now you can set out in honoring yourself. It's like, say for instance, you didn't like going out on your own, right? For whatever reason. Maybe when you were young, someone planted seeds of negativity and they stuck. And so you've been bound, always looking for companionship in any endeavor. But that is a type of codependence someone pressed into you, right? And so now, once you figure that out and you go, you know what? No, that was them, da-da-da-da, whatever. You go out on your own, reclaiming your personal power, reclaiming that fragment of your soul that you didn't even know was missing or damaged or marred. It's things like that. Or say, for instance, you had a passion for singing, and someone that you cared about didn't show love and support when it counted, and it stuck with you, and it gave you insecurity or insecurities. And even though countless times you've been told that, you know, you're talented, your voice is beautiful, you're beyond good enough, that one person, now you've identified where it comes from. Now you sing with unabashed fervor because you sing from your heart space, you sing from your soul space, you sing to the divine. It's all of these little things. So as you become aware of the low vibing tendril, you're able to burnish it, clip it, repair your own net, your grid. Yeah. It's consciously every day owning your own divinity, your own greatness, not in a arrogant way, no, not at all, but in a wow, I'm chosen, I'm protected. Let me get out here and do this work I'm being guided to do. You know what I mean? It's letting go of all of those things and all of those peoples, those thoughts, those moments in life that attempted to break you. You're still here, you're still standing, you're still strong. It's releasing those people who are no longer in your life with love, unconditional love, knowing that it was a time, a season. It wasn't meant to be, whatever it is, but you must get to this space of true unconditional love. That we are all here to experience this plane. And for some, that is all these moments are. And you are to enjoy them and move forward, not linger, not stay in an unconscious, a subconscious Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups sort of energy, you know? Let me finish this. Let me see. This oracle suggests that the time is right for you to choose to align yourself with love each morning so that your thoughts will serve you well and the manifestations you set in motion will be the ones that enhance your life experience rather than more of what you do not want to experience, right? It can require time, habit, and consistency to change patterns of thought and behavior, but it can be done. You're guided now to allow yourself absolute and radical permission to detach from the past, thoughts, and behaviors, to bear the challenge of not knowing who you are or how you will be on the other side of this transformation in order to let it happen. The flower of life holds the secrets to allowing creative change and transformation of circumstances, manifestations, and healings in the easiest and most enjoyable ways possible. The flower of life contains repetitive patterns, each interlacing and interrelating to the other like the holograph that contains a whole within each part. In this way, all that is required is to tap into the one part, one element, one thought, one behavior that relates to your your desired creative outcome and integrate it into your life. All the rest will follow through natural connection. The ritual below will help you create in a powerful and focused way using the holographic power of the flower of life to choose wisely what you will like to experience and make sure in your heart you are willing to allow it to come to life, because once you do the ritual, your life will change and move to accommodate your intention. It is a powerful skill within you that is growing, and what you put out will return to you multiplied. So make sure that is what you want truly, or what you truly want, excuse me. The oracle of the flower of life will bring guidance that you are in the midst of changing a pattern, and although it might be uncomfortable at first, it holds the seeds of what you desire, and to allow it to happen is wise and loving to the self. Be brave, beloved. Initiate. You know what's funny? The very next card is initiation. The flower of life is nurturing you into a more whole expression of your divine self. Yes, there will be moments of questioning or doubt, but there is such a small part of the beauty unfolding for you now. Enjoy the flowering of your soul light into form on this planet. It says it's diverse beauty. That sounds so, I'm like, what? Enjoy the flowering of your soul light into form on this planet. It's diverse beauty. It's supposed to be in all of its diverse beauty. Woo. And look, there's the sacred geometry, the flower of life. Here's your ritual. Go into your heart space and relax your breathing from your belly to your chest, feeling the rise and fall of your body along with the breath. Allow yourself to cultivate the feeling imagine, sense, or perception of something you would really like to create, become, or be right now. Come from a place of joy and love, something that really makes your heart sing. Don't worry if, isn't that fun I use that analogy? Don't worry if it seems too much or impossible. Don't think, analyze, or judge. Just feel with your heart and trust. Sit with your vision or feeling and then gaze at the pattern, the flower of life below. Holding the vision, feeling or imagine in your heart as you gaze at the pattern, absorbing the image internally. Take your time. Enjoy the fact that you are seeding your vision or feeling. Relax into it as much as possible. Keep your gaze soft and let it hover over the pattern, noticing small individual flowers, then how they link together and continue. When you are ready, with your heart still connected to your vision and aware of the flower of life pattern, just say, of my own free will, with divine harmony and grace, so be it. You can finish this ritual with the incantation below. Whoo, child. It's a lot of reading. You can say this incantation before visualization or affirmation or of a closing to the ritual above to boost your creative manifestation, causing it to become more concrete from the physical world more rapidly. Flower of life, circles repeating, manifestation now increasing, creativity flowing fast with power of the universe vast, the whole within a grain of sand, manifestations form from this hand, with unconditional love so wise, uniting power of earth and skies, flower of life, circles increasing, the energy grows through this speaking. Woo! Yeah, baby. So question 3, right? What will the gift or outcome be of this? Initiation. You're all being initiated. I don't know if you know that, right? Some of y'all, you do. That's why I asked y'all before to pick up that book, The Kabbalah. Those who have eyes to see will see, and those who have ears to hear will understand. You know, this information is not going to be for everybody, period. No matter how much you want it to be. It's not. It's going to go over some people's heads, and some of you going to get it immediately. You're going to be like, oh, it's going to be like fresh air after being in a smoky room, right? Fresh air. This is a test. You know, the outcome will be initiation. It's a spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. That's what's going on. That's the outcome. You're being tested, but you know this. And if you don't know this, now you know. Let's see if I can paraphrase what this is. I'm just going to read the upper part. It says, when you are being spiritually initiated into the mysteries of light, love, and power, there are moments of deep challenge. The key is to find the light within the challenge, the learning, growth, or wisdom that can be summoned to turn the challenge into an opportunity for healing, whilst the scorching heat of Ra seeks to burn through any resistance. The Lady Isis, with compassion and cleverness, will protect you from the burning and instead enable you to be nourished and grow from the light of Ra. Let Isis help you to pass the test of intense growth as you thrive with new life. That's your outcome. If you get through these tests, you're going to be better for it. Ascension is not easy, okay? I keep telling y'all that. I think all the readers who are truly in alignment with Ascension really comprehend that. This ain't nothing to play around with. It's not. Many want to be chat, but, you know, it's not an easy road. It's not. Life is full. Like, you going to have a full life. It's going to be beautiful, but there are more challenges for people on these paths than for others. And so it's like, you know how they say ignorance is bliss? If this ain't for you, you should just be like, yes, yes. I get to just get the message. I ain't got to be responsible for getting the people there. Woo, thank you. Yeah, so count your blessings, all of them. All of them. People chosen to do this work are judged much harsher. They are. They're tested harder, repetitively. That's why I always said, where's my gold number 2 pencil? Remember from school, you stick them little Scantrons, they'd be like, please bring two number 2 pencils sharp with fresh erasers for your test. I've been tested so damn much. I'm like, don't I get a gold pencil? You know how some people get the keys to the city? Nah, I just want a big ass gold pencil. Like about this size. Seriously. Like, really, I want a gold pencil about this size. The way Flavor Flav used to rock the clocks and shit. I want a gold pencil that fucking big. I know, it's tacky. I'm joking. But no, for real. But that's life for you. That's life. You get tested all the time. You just be looking like, for real though. For real though. You be like, okay. I be like, damn, I must be built for tough. Made in America, baby. Anyway. Question 4. What is the biggest challenge or opportunity for the collective to get the best outcome? Temple of Lapis Lazuli, goddess of the ancient skies. Wow. Wow. Not understanding who y'all are. Not even joking. Not understanding who you truly are, that you are both of earth and of the stars. You are not one-dimensional, that you are something more, that you are something greater, because you had so many people try to beat you down and tell you you're not, that you're regular, you're normal, and you're not. You're not even close. You're not even from this plane. You visited. You've been sent here to do a task. Look, you don't even know. You don't know that you are anything but ordinary? You don't know? You don't know that you come from the stars? It's a reason why your head always up there. But I'm going to read this. It says, your soul is very ancient, beloved, and does not only herald from the earth, it holds much special wisdom of star peoples from civilizations far and near, with unique high vibrational awareness that help humanity transition from a civilization based in fear to love-based culture. You are guided to come into a deeper acceptance of your own inner knowing now. You keep doubting yourself. That's the problem. You doubt what you know and you shouldn't. Look, you're like, I don't know how I fucking know it, but I know it. They tell me shit. They just tell me shit. Trust what they tell you. What do you think an epiphany is? Them telling you stuff. You just know things. There's this great sign. It says, I drink coffee and I know things. Right. Right. Because they tell you things. You are different. Stop thinking you regular. You're not. You're nothing regular about any of y'all. None of y'all. If you resonate on any of this shit, I'm not talking like you hear, oh, my man, my girl, oh, when they coming back, they gonna leave me. No. You give no F's about none of that. Maybe that's what got you here, but you're so far beyond that now. You on some other stuff. You were genuinely here trying to help the people. That's the difference between those who are truly chosen and those who want to be chosen. You can't even get your mind space right. You must walk in your purpose, walk in your path. Isis and Osiris had their own individual things they were doing. Just saying. Ooh. You gotta trust who you are within. You don't even want to believe it. You don't want to believe it. Why would you not want to believe it? Why would you want to think that you regular? That you a schmo, that you just some peon walking around here wondering the meaning of life when you already know the fucking meaning of life. You know what you here to do, what you plan. Why? You know where you come from. You literally descend from the star people. Meditate with a piece of lapis and see what happens. Watch your third eye blow all the way open. Trust that inner knowing. Trust that you were chosen. Trust that you were sent here on task, on purpose. Okay. What special guidance is there to help me resolve this in the best? What special guidance is there to help resolve? Yeah, playing. Hold on. What special guidance is there to help the collective resolve this in the best way now? So we drew the miracle of Isis. Miraculous healing of the goddess Isis. The power of 7 scorpions. Power to conjure lower vibrational forces. Oh shit. Chariot of Ascension. Spiritual work of the higher initiate. This is right on target. Do you know the legend? Do you know what Isis did for Osiris after he was dismembered by their brother Set? Do you know? She put him back together. She took his fragmented, think of this in 5D, although it was the physical body both, right? She was able to restore everything but his manhood, right? She couldn't find his dick. But that's symbolic in itself, because you must surrender the flesh. It had to go. Them low vibrational energies, they had to go. You can't ascend. You can't ride the Merkaba of ascension. You can't ride that chariot if you still dealing down here. The 7 deadly sins. Power over the 7 scorpions. All the things that'll get you killed. Greed, lust, envy, gluttony, sloth, vanity. She showed him the only way to be whole was to get rid of the lower energies. He couldn't ascend in that form. He was fragmented. Soul retrieval. Look at this. Holy crap. Wow. But we gonna look. We gonna look. We gonna look. The miracle of Isis. Isis was known as a talented practitioner of the healing arts and was capable of miraculous healings. For you, beloved, she offers a miracle of healing. No matter how much you have struggled with a particular matter, no matter how impossible it may have seemed to imagine your life without this old wound, addiction, problem, relationship, inner issue, your inner struggle being a part of it. You are guided now to accept the possibilities of miraculous healing. Let it go and let the goddess be. You are being initiated into the magic of conjuring to have the power to affect lower vibrational forces through your own will and spoken word. You are guided to use this powerful gift with compassion and discernment, with mercy and non-judgment. You can then manage any toxicity in your life swiftly and with great effect. Recognize how it's manifesting in your own lives so you can deal with it accordingly. Truly. It says Isis teaches the art of conjuring, of being able to use will and word to gain dominion over lower vibrational energies. We must be careful to use this gift with compassion, respect, and love. Using words with care and firmness will bring great healing into your life. That's for all y'all, right? Anyone out there doing work, I don't care what form of magic you practice, make sure your intention is always to serve the highest and greatest good of all. Even if you are attempting to quote unquote correct a person, it's not your job to do. It's not. You can pray for justice, for sure. But you got to be careful with these things, okay? I would rather you pray for protection and deflection, and that you meditate and get your energies pulled back to such a way where things can't even attach itself to you. Even if you are a beacon of light, you're not a touchable beacon of light. It's like you're in your own little protective terrarium. If you know what these energies are, you need to call them out by name. That's how you gain power over them. If you believe someone is affecting your life, call them out. I had a situation like that with my coffee shop. I know how this sounds, right? But I know what this woman was doing. The coffee's good, but ain't no coffee that goddamn good, okay? And so one day I walk in there and I just said it. I was like, damn, was she praying over the coffee and shit? I was like, I ain't never been addicted to coffee on this level, like, and then it stopped. It don't even taste the same no more. It don't taste the same no more. So call a spade and be done with this energy. Call it out. If you got somebody in your midst that you know low-key sending low vibes your way, call them out on it. Look, tell the truth and shame the devil. That's what this card is telling you to do. You do that and the path to ascension is being cleared right before your eyes. But you have to do it. You cannot be afraid to cast out these things. Even if it's you doing it. Check yourself. We all slip. It's okay. But don't continue on a path if it's not necessary. You understand? Check in with your star player. I knew it was the Merkaba. That's so funny. Chariot to Ascension, Merkaba. Sacred geometry. But look, see here in the back of the temple of Lapis Lazuli. See the geometric shape? You can see it. You can see it right behind it. Right behind that. Get you here. Truly. Your soul wishes to travel more freely between the dimensions of higher reality to allow for conscious spirit communication, the free flow of soul light into the physical body, and the joining of divine harmony of heaven and earth. It requires a powerful consciousness to do this. The Merkaba, Chariot of Ascension, and Soul Fire is a spiritual gift to attain this divine purpose now, available to you as a higher initiate. There are times when the soul becomes ambitious and wishes to live its entire light in conscious oneness with all expressions of its being, including the physical body. It may wish to do so simply because it is the nature of all beings to eventually realize themselves as divine, or because it needs specific new skills to be available to the human experience in the physical body so it can continue with a divine purpose. Those skills might be channeling divine energy or consciousness for healing, traveling easily between the worlds for conscious spirit communication, gaining greater artistic or creative ability because it feels wonderful to create any number of other purposes. This oracle brings you guidance that a special spiritual practice has come or is coming, or excuse me, blah, blah, blah. This oracle brings you guidance that a special spiritual practice has come or is soon coming to your attention that will help your soul reach you more fully. You know you've been reading too long when you start doing it, right? It will be an advanced practice and it will serve you well at this time in your journey to reach the higher levels of ascension. Higher levels of capacity and spiritual responsibility, shouldn't have assumed, that are available to you as a high initiate. Peace to you, beloved. Your spiritual work on this planet is greatly supported. The Chariot of Ascension Oracle also offers you a particular sacred teaching from the priestess of high initiates, Lady Isis. This is the practice of the Merkaba, soul vehicle, or Chariot of Ascension. This vehicle is an energetic structure of sacred geometry. That strengthens and protects you, allowing for your consciousness to travel instantaneously and freely between dimensions and reality without compromising your vibration or damaging your energy bodies. Merkaba is a vehicle of great strength and power and is best used with a heart dedicated to unconditional love excuse me, and service. It can be used to travel on the inner planes to stars and temples for higher guidance in an instant, as well as to connect with other souls on the inner planes at various levels of evolution. It is recommended that such a practice only be used with permission granted from the soul in question and from a place of love and intention to be of healing service. Exactly. That's why you can't do work for people unless they ask you to. You know what I mean? You must always get permission. Really. And then on top of that, you should always check with your guides. Check with your higher self that it is the right thing to do. Just because someone seeks your help doesn't mean it is your work to do. Always check. And if you don't check and you attempt to do the work, you'll know if it's a no. The Oracle of the Chariot of Ascension is also confirmation that you are growing spiritually and becoming ready for greater tasks and spiritual responsibilities. If you are considering taking a step to engage in teaching or healing and studying or practicing at a higher level, whether spiritually or in a chosen field or profession, you are encouraged to follow your heart and your destiny and be bold. Say yes to yourself. The Chariot of Ascension speaks to rising destinies and success. Now, here's the thing. Only if this resonates with you, you can email me at intuitivedownloads19, and I'll give you the ritual for this the ritual for the Merkaba and the incantation. But I won't give it to you just plainly. No, because I still see work here that needs to be done. And so before you get here, before I give you that ritual, you can find it yourself, I'm sure. But you can email me when you think you're ready, and I'll give it to you. I hope you find this helpful. Truly. We are on a new path. We are on some higher education. Release the flesh. By all means. See how you yourself are still contacting and engaging with low vibrational energies so that you can overcome them. Truly. Light and love to you all. Bye.